everyone, it's a bright one today and welcome to a new weekly vlog, and today is Sunday. Oh, I can hardly open my eyes. It is so bright. I'm up, I've just done a video. You would have seen it by now though. By the time you see this weekly vlog, I would have already, it would have gone live on my channel already. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to see how this makeup wears. Yes, so I have got a gammon joint in the slow cooker for dinner, and I've also made a peanut butter and banana cake. I didn't film it because I haven't made this one before, so it's a new one, a new recipe for me. I've pretty much sort of just guessed what I'm kind of putting in, so I wanted to see how it turned out. Oh, sorry if I'm squinting. I wanted to see how it turned out before I sort of filmed it, but I'll show it to you, show you what it looks like. I need to do the glaze for the top now. If you would like to see me bake it, if you'd like the recipe, then let me know, and I can always make it for you guys so that you can see how I make it, or I can just tell you how I made it. Anyway, let's go downstairs, shall we? I can actually see you guys now. Look, what do you think of this makeup? I'm really liking it. 6 pieces, doll 10, lovely. I love it. Elsie, you coming down, baby girl? Are you staying there? Baby girl. Catching the rays, I'll show you. Don't you want to come down? Eh? You want to stay? Yeah, I know. Look at you. Are you sunbathing? Yeah, are you sunbathing, baby? Do you want to stay there? You can if you want to. There she is. There she is. Quite natural, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah. It is, very nice. Let's let the dogs out now. Hiya, Mr. Sparkle here.
We've got gammon, haven't we?
Without makeup.
Without makeup, yeah. Well, it's not Friday, is it?
No, it's not Friday night.
Only on a Friday.
Yeah, don't get me leather gear on.
So anyway, I'll show you the gammon and everything.
It smells lovely.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you might want to, should we turn it over?
Yeah, I'll turn it over.
This is the banana and peanut butter loaf that I've made. So I am going to say put a glaze on it. And I'm going to do it with, I'm going to make it with ice and sugar. And I think I might put a bit of maple syrup in it, something like that, just to make it a little bit different. I'll show you what it looks like when I've done it. Right, here you go. So I've put the glaze on now. I'm going to leave this here to set, and then I'm going to have a nice cup of tea and a piece of cake. Good morning, it's Tuesday morning, and don't I look delightful? Look at my hair, bed hair. This is how I put it up to go to bed last night, and yeah, look at it. Wow, there you go. You know, it's all beauty here, you know. There's somebody at the door. It's some of my medicines have been delivered by the company. The injections that I have to take, they're biological injections, so they've just been delivered. They have to go straight in the fridge. But what I was saying is, my lovely neighbour next door has gone to the chemist to pick up my medication and to get us a loaf of bread. How cute is that? So I've got my cookery book out, not to do any cookery. Well, this is one of my cookery books, I should say. This one is a Nigella, Simply Nigella. So she's one of my favourites, so I think I've got all of her cookery books now. But these flowers that I had from Josh and Lewis for Mother's Day haven't done very well at all. They seem to dry really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the roses and I'm going to press them in the book. And then, once they've dried, I think I might just make a really nice picture out of them. So I'm going to pop some kitchen towel in the book, then I'm going to put the rose heads on here, and then pop some more tissue kitchen paper on the top, close the book up, and just leave it for a while until they've dried. Right, there's one rose, look. So I wanted to do it before they actually completely go dry. You two, what have you got? A leaf? You got a leaf? Right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got, let me show you. Right, so I've got 6 on there, so I'm just going to recover them and, as I say, close the book. There's also the ribbon here that came with the flowers. I'll keep that because I'll tie that and put it into one of like the frames. So I'm going to put this when it's all done. So they're in the book now, and as you can see, it's not completely shutting, but I'm going to put this at the bottom of my cookery books so that it does actually close completely and press them, and then I'm going to have to mark it in my diary to check it, otherwise I'm going to end up forgetting that they're here. Right, so I've just put it up here, like you can see the tissue there, so it's on the shelf with the cookery books. So now I just need to diary it to double check on it. Good morning everyone, and welcome to a beautiful sunny day here in the UK. Beautifully sunny. I haven't been outside yet, so I can't say whether it's still chilly out, but the minute you see like a nice blue sky and you see the sun shining through, what a difference it makes to you. Anyway, I'm stood in my bathroom, as you can see at the moment, because I'm going to give it a clean before I go downstairs for my first coffee of the day. So I'm just going to get my antibacterial wipes out and I'm going to give it a good old clean. So the windowsills all been antibacterial, and these cleaned, but everything else is lovely and clean. The toilet and everything, the sink, the bath. On the tiles here I've put the mould and limescale remover. That's something I use all the time. So I just hate it when the tiles get grubby. Well, if my tiles were to get grubby, they don't, because I don't really let them. And of course the floor has been beautifully washed as well with a clean bath mat. So that's the rubbish from the bin to go downstairs. But yeah, there we go, nice clean bathroom. And I'll clean the mirror now. So that's it, all done. Right, bathroom's all done, so I'm now downstairs. The kettle's on for a coffee. So I did it even before I had a coffee. Oh, there you go, kettle's boiled now. So I decided to do a bit of colouring in today, a nice little bit of therapy, really therapeutic, and to thank our NHS for all the help that they're giving us. This is going to go into the lounge window in a minute, and I'll show you a picture when it's in the window. So it's all finished, so I just need to pop it into the window. And this is what it looks like from the outside. Chris did one today and it's in the upstairs window. I made homemade enchiladas for dinner tonight, and there is going to be a separate video so that you can see how I make them if you fancy giving it a go. Hi my loves, it's Wednesday, but it's actually Wednesday night. I think it's about 9:30, 9:45, something like that. I haven't been on at all today. I've had a weird day. I have been busy doing bits and bobs, you know, just to sort of like pass the time of day really. But I've been a little bit emotional, I suppose, today, a little bit sort of tearful-ish. spoken to the kids, done a lot of FaceTiming today to make sure they're okay, see the little ones, that sort of thing, you know, because I think we're all having days, aren't we now, where we're just thinking, kind of when is all this going to come to an end? I know it's going to be some time yet, and we do need to stay positive, and we do need to stay safe, and we do need to stay indoors, but I think we're all going to hit these kind of low moments, aren't we? So I just wanted to come on just to say hi before I say good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Sleep well, my lovelies. Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome to Thursday. It is, what's the time? 4:30 a.m. I have been up probably for about an hour and a half. I fell asleep quite quickly last night, and I feel like I did actually have a sleep. But then I woke up and I just felt this urge. I just needed to get out of the house. I needed to get some air. Because I'm one of those that's had the letter, not allowed out for 12 weeks, blah, 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 blah. You know, like a lot of us, we just haven't been out. I've been going into the garden, of course, but I just woke up and felt like, I just need to breathe some air. So I just got dressed and came downstairs. Elsie and Teddy wanted to go out anyway. They came down, so I just stood in the garden with them for a little while until I got too cold. Got the reality check, and then I just came in and I emptied the dishwasher. I'm going to make myself a hot drink now. I've also tidied around and I've lit my candles. So I'm going to sit down now with a drink, candles lit, and just try to calm and relax a little bit. It's absolutely still pitch black outside. There must be some cloud because I can't see a star, not one star. The tree is really still, not that you can see it. Go back into daytime, shall we? Oh, the other thing I've done is I've taken some fruit from the fruit bowl and I'm going to use this up for breakfast this morning, or some of this for breakfast this morning. It needs to be used, so I think I might do pancakes with yoghurt and fresh fruit for breakfast. And in here I've got some chicken thighs for the dogs, so that's on cooking now. So yeah, I don't know where Teddy is. There he is. Hello. Hello. Come on in. Say hello. Come and say hello. To Dad. You're tired, aren't you? Are you tired, baby? You waiting for your mum? Well, I'm just about to start my crafting now. So what I've got is, I have shown you these before when I got them. I got them from, I can't remember whether it was eBay or Amazon, when I started to get all my crafting bits for the Easter bits that I was making. I also got these because I want these to be a permanent thing in the hallway on the wall. So I've got two of these. They're quite big, as you can see, but they will be sort of made up with a lot of floral display, etc. So I need to start working on those, and I want them to be as identical as I can possibly get them. I don't want them to be different because they're going to like mirror each other either end of the hallway. So I need to sort of like get things out, sort of plan it a little bit, and sort of try and make my mind up where I want to go with it before I start attaching things and sticking and everything. Chris has just started to lift up a few slabs in the garden just to try, because what we've decided we're going to do, obviously because of the money situation now, you know, with people not being able to sort of earn if you're self-employed like I am, and there isn't any, doesn't look as though there's going to be any financial help until possibly June time. So we were going to sort of like we had plans for the garden, but that's all obviously got to be on hold like everybody else at the moment. So what we are doing is taking up the slabs that are down in the garden and levelling it off a little bit, and then relaying them sort of a bit, not randomly, there's going to be sort of like a pattern to it, but not a pattern as such, but organised. So it's going to look quite organised and tidy. So they're sort of going to be placed sort of randomly, and then in between all the paving slabs, we're just going to put some stones down, like no, bigger than shingle, but you know what I mean, the garden stones, as and when we can get those, of course. There's only so much you can do at a time, right? So the weather's, wow, it's a little bit overcast out there now, but then it is 20 to 2. And so he's just sort of making a start. I'll turn you around and see if you can see him. There you go, I think you can see him there. Let me move the camera a bit. There you go, should be able to see him out there, sweeping away. But it's a little bit like organised chaos in a way, because there's so much we need to do, so many things we need to move, but you can't move that bit until you've got the bit to do that bit, if you get my meaning. Trying to keep my water uptake going. We've had lunch, dishes. I need to just sort these dishes out. I had some milk in the freezer. It's laying on its side because it was a little bit wobbly under its bottom. It had a wobbly bottom. It might be okay now. Stand up in a minute. Just done some more chicken in here for the dogs, our spoiled doggies. We have got a lush dinner tonight. Show you what we've got. I've got these mushrooms that I've had in the freezer. There you go. Spanish chorizo and cheddar stuffed portobello mushrooms. Look, one of those each. I've had this in the freezer for a while. The original price was $7.44 down to $5.21. If you've watched my previous video, my previous weekly vlog, you will see that I started to make these, my wreaths, and by now they will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, so hopefully you've been and had a look at that to see how I've made them, and I will show you what they look like on the wall. Chris is outside still sort of doing bits and pieces in the garden, trying to sort of move things around. He's spending a lot of time like a little garden gnome, sitting down on the chair pondering, you know, thinking, should I do it this way, should I do it that way? But we have got a lot of soil now, so I'm going to go out there today and start to fill the box that the wisteria and the bleeding heart plant are going to be repotted into. Chris is just like, yeah. The trouble is, when you haven't got a load of room to just literally move everything out of the way, you have to move it in bits and pieces, right? So that there is our issue right there. Yeah, hi my lovelies, it's now the next day, and my week comes to an end, so I'm going to end my vlog here. I have inserted just a little tiny snippet of the wreaths I've made for my hallway, the floral wreaths. I am going to put those up as a separate video, so if you'd like to see that, then look out for that. And yeah, as soon as I say goodbye to this one, it's going to be hi to my next weekly vlog. Until then, my lovelies, take care, won't you? Stay safe, stay in. Bye for now.